feel so bad. I'm noticing something. Oh, no. I've noticed something over the short time we've known one another. Eustace, you're utterly worthless. Oh my god. Don't you think you should just start over? Try to learn to be a decent human being from scratch. Wow. You... What? Oh. Calm down. I'm not done yet. I don't care. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to hear what anyone has to say. I pushed him too far. Damn. How could you, sir? For saying the worst thing possible. Oh shit, where are we? Ugh, did he have to drive that fast? I feel kind of wheezy. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself. I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here. Jeez, this must be where they brought the case. No way. Look at the name of the mailbox. Name? What? Excelsior's winner? Why does Winner want him? Of course. Okay, so now it's starting to make sense, bro. Why Winner's breakdown kind of seemed a little weird. This must be that chairman guy's house. What? Excelsior's Winner orders Sean's kidnapping. Blaze / Excelsior's house. Isn't he currently under arrest? And where's Eustace? Nice, the garage door's unlocked. Spotted that quickly. Although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. Damn. Oh my god, there's blood. Smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winner Sr. must be something of a motorhead. Anybody home? No. Anybody? What are we, Kay? Common house thieves? You take that back. We're great thieves, and don't let me ever hear you say different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth. She didn't like that at all. Anyway, seems nobody's around. Which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now, let's find us some treasure. Am I supposed to be looking for Sean? Look! A treasure! These are mechanics gloves? They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines. I thought that was blood, but it's just the design. They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine, too. And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that from motorcycle maintenance. Ugh. I hate the guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. I think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them? I thought I'd take them into evidence. Now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Meant for motorcycle maintenance, but currently covered in dirt. Did they bury the poor kid alive? Huh? There's somebody in the back there. Oh. Sean. Is that you? Sean, stay right there. We're coming. Huh? That's... Oh! But, Mr. Winner? What? What's he doing here? Oh my god. Wait, this is Chairman Winner's house, right? Which means, yes, it's Mr. Winner's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. Eustace? Oh my god. A little expert rope work, huh? Leave it to me. All right, like this, through there, and you're free. Surprise, that is crazy. I didn't think Eustace was going to be held up. Are you okay, Eustace? Oh, poor Eustace. He's free. Look at him, gorilla. He looks like he's been through hell. How'd you come to be tied up down here? I don't know. You found me. Why don't you tell me? Because we don't know, which is why we're asking. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this. No. In which case, there's only one thing for it. Wait, you mean... I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Wait. Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Though I can't promise, I'll be very good at it. Never held back against my opponents before, after all. Oh, come on, Miles. It's a kid. Are we mind-chessing him? This is weird. This guy was just tied up. Last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here? You don't understand. You don't know what it's like being me. Holy fuck! He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. Jesus. In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Oh, why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke. He clearly has questions. I have to do my best to try and answer them. Okay. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. You're a total failure of a human being. That's so mean, bruh. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace. No, I will not. Even if I did, it's not like you listen to me. You're right, I won't. I can pretend to listen. What is this? Why aren't you shouting? Objection! You always shout objection. Objection! What? You really going to listen to me? Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. I'm gonna feel so bad. I've noticed something. I've noticed something over the short time we've known one another. Eustace, you're utterly worthless. Oh my god. Don't you think you should just start over? Try to learn to be a decent human being from scratch. Wow. You... What? Oh. Calm down. I'm not done yet. I don't care. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to hear what anyone has to say. I pushed him too far. Damn. How could you, sir? For saying the worst thing possible. I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult, so I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace, day by day. Inch by inch, I swear it. Aww. Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out? Sure. What do you want to know? Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remembered seeing and hearing. Why would somebody kidnap you, only to take you back to your own home? Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me up in that box, then locked me up in here. I was scared. So scared. Do you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said? I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. Eustace Swimmer? The owner of this house? That's your father, isn't it? It is! I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. Kidnappers were people who hated my dad. That's not it. At least it's not based on what else we know of the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Senior. That could be a clue. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? What do you mean? Why does anybody want to kidnap anybody for a ransom, right? Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course I don't. Okay. Your captor wanted you easily at hand. And where could it be more convenient than the one's own home? I hate to break it to you, Eustace. But the kidnapping was ordered by your father. What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was gonna kill me? Oh. What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage. He would have instantly become the prime suspect. You're right. Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped? Well, it wouldn't have been for a ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. Why would somebody who kidnapped their own child, they were planning on demanding a ransom? Yeah, that is kind of weird. Anything odd happen during the kidnapping? No, I just answered their stupid question and then they grabbed me. Your question. What did they ask you? Hey, stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me if I knew Gavel. Oh boy. Of course, things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warren Lagarde not guilty. But wait, Gavel's a son? It was all so Lagarde would be found not guilty? I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped. How was he mistaken for Sean? Wow, these people are dumb. What? You know, I went through all that by mistake? Wait. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where... Where what? Have you remembered something? No, it's not the... I'm nothing. I'm useless, meaningless. Just go. Just leave me alone. This isn't good. I think I pushed him as far as he can reasonably be pushed. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Oh boy. Music's going fast. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. Remember something just now. What was it? I didn't remember anything. I remember is him. Him? You mean your father? No, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I've never had made prosecutor if he didn't help me. I've been wanting to ask you about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be the one? That I'm not good enough? No, but I'm good enough. You're not good enough. Say something, will ya? You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it at all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. But like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me. I've often felt much the same about my own reason for becoming a prosecutor. Really? You have? But you're a real one, a good one, a success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so. You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that. Oh, Miles. You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless. You're not. Covering for your father in any way, are you? What? No, I won't cover him ever again. I mean, why would I ever want? Why would I? After what he's done. You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say? I mean, why can't I be? Just once in my stupid life. Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. Huh? I never knew that. In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? But what else do I have? What am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes. Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. I seem to have calmed him down again. Now I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Let's see if I can't give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. What's the connection between your father and Warren Lagarde? Sorry, I don't know much about that. You can't think of anything? Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue. Oh, I think they maybe worked together once? And, uh-oh. And? What is it? What else have you remembered? Were they romantically involved a bit? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Interesting. Did he have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job. I'm like, me! I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? Oh, he was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know, or a case file he didn't read. An intimate knowledge of cases and evidence pertaining to them. I mean, an important clue. Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor charged, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But, oh, what did I do? What did I do? Seems he's drowning in his own self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring him in. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct? He gave the evidence to his dad after he just was found for crimes. Eustace, buddy, come on, man. Eustace, buddy. What? Ah! He told me it would be all safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer. Eustace, buddy, he just called you a waste of space, Eustace. He just called you a waste of space. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust in the ugliest way possible. So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? What were you thinking? Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warren Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. There's a chance that the evidence is still in Chairman Winter's possession, but we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's not my fault. What do I do now? I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with a reality he never knew even existed. I should ask him what he needs to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate. Maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. Good old Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? The only person who can answer that question is you. Yeah. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it. So he intends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. You mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth? Come on, give me a break, will ya? Can't a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? And he already babysits Kay. Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used. Huh? It's not? Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways. Just say Phoenix, God damn it! That's nice. I don't have anybody like that. If you can muster the courage to try to find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help. Aw. You would? But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad. You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father. That he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take it to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. So, what now, Eustace? Well, first, I'm gonna give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man. But I'm no man. It's clothes make the man, Eustace. It is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. That's good to hear. Now, about that jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. How? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. won't he remember his own words from a few minutes ago? The decision he made should serve as a good guide to what he should do next. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy, but the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have. It's a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself and the path you've chosen. Aww. Mistaken for Sean and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. And losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. The prosecutor's path. Roll credits. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Whew, that was a long one. Damn, Eustace. Gave me a run for my money, pal. Jeez. Oh. Now I feel bad for Eustace, Doug. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. Ah! We don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we discovered. We need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution. Okay. Is that really alright, though? It's going to have to be. Like you said, Eustace ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details. Let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof, means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
Objection!
That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you. Eek! Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, thieves. It's our friend, the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Now give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Seriously. I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Oh, are we playing as Fender now? That was some Fender inner monologue. And we're still at the beginning, bro. Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. I fucking love Eustace, dog. I love Fender. Oops. Sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Miles Arena, boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? You found Eustace. Sweet. And the knife? In the chest? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winter is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winter? Why would he? We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winter and Warren Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. Alright, guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winter on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Sean. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker from a verdict here. Understood. Wonder how long Judge Gavelle's nerves can hold. It can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. Aw. When did Eddie get his southern twang? I've been giving Eddie a southern twang. I don't know, he just looks like a guy with southern twang. Even his objection kind of got a little twang to it. How are things over at the courtroom of doom? They're going to call Chairman Winter to the stand. Who knows how it will go for them. Yeah, he's already stooped to the evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have related to him, just in case it might help. Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence, fresh from the evidence oven. The gloves we found in his garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Oh, I finished the beginning? Gotcha. The gloves we found in his garage. Anything else? What about the case files from the IS-7 incident? Chairman Winter was involved in that, right? Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Excellent. Do we have anything else? We sure do. That, but far from least, there's this. You've got a glossy pin. Okay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winter. Can you please try and take this seriously? Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything. Gah, that's different. Eustace! Wait, that's Eustace? Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Wow! Rude, he totally ignored me. What is he doing in the big building? I wonder. Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here? Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe, it's open! Guess maybe he did come down here. Better take a closer look. But I'm busy procrastinating. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, it's the chessboard! In the ring. Oh, that's Bronco's. Oh, that's all Bronco stuff. There's some stuff in the safe. I think you better take a look, don't you? You know, we'll just have to forgive our prying. It's a document of some kind. Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached to it. This picture, it's of... Whoa! That's Mr. Knight, right? God, he died too early, bro. Bronco Knight was such a cool character, Doug. Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's this paperwork about? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying... Darling! We've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. I'll make that worm admit he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. Seems to be some sort of report on Knight. Yeah, it must be from right around the time he was killed. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you? I'd say so. But who was it written for? Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe? I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer. Excelsius Winter himself. Proof that they really did know each other. Indeed. Not only that, it proves another connection. Huh? Lagarde and Winter were trying to flush out Mr. Canis' henchman. Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs? Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know. But what? I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case. Yeah, all these cases are all wrapping in together, bro. It's so cool. Your chess set and your ring are here, too. All your possessions in one place. So basically the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison? It would seem so. Which means this missing knife and chisel might be here, too. Knife, chisel. No dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really? Curses. Knight, may be dead. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Not good. I repeat, fellas, not good. I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The killer! I do like his theme. Quick, punch him! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said, I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. It's so delicious, you'll feel parting the clouds en route to heaven. It's the last person on earth I accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No. I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are those two things any different? What does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh no. My contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. A man no one could kill. Notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. It was just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. Certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him, too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without a good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful for Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoid killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to... What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust, which I won't soon forgive them. Oh! I think Shelly might be helping us now. That's why he wants us to find out who, so we can figure out who betrayed him. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come now. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in the business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? That doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. What are you going to do with them when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them? I think you can imagine. Now, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Bodhidharma Canis, he escaped 3 days ago. Man. What? Man. What? Oh boy. Bro, what is happening? What is happening? Everything's going to shit. 3 nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, the killer went to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person the killer was looking for? I better not take up any more of your time. Assassin killing assassin. Interesting. Now, I better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to the ground in the end. Jesus. First a killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. Huh? That sound. Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavel's cell phone. How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat. You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo! Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. Never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winter kill little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want or need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right, I abducted Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that, That's right, because I need you to help me make sure that Winner got caught. No. Kay was a suspect. You'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy. You? How do you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even become friends. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She even used her real name when she visited. She pretend to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. What? No. Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. But okay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yadagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? Even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So there were 2 kidnapping plots. Oh my god, bro. What is going on? Oh my god. Ooh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone. Oh, he's here. I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet. Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all. Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted? Nope. I could care less about whether they find her guilty or not. So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winter. There's 3 evil people with 3 different plots, bro. What? My end game is, let's stay a secret for now. All right. Nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay? Don't think for 1 second you get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly. Oh, what was that? A bang. Who was that? A bang, a bang, a bang. I wish I knew. But they didn't give us enough. They didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine. What? So we really have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us. Indeed, they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How's it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private? Right. I knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too. We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer. You know how? I think it's this dumbass plushie, dog. We've been carrying this plushie for some reason, dog. It's this plushie. That's what I'm going with. Is this plushie? What? Like they were eavesdropping on us? Think about what the kidnapper said. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us. Okay. So what, they hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag. Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Yes. They somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavel's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room.
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge? The Yadagarasu pin? No, it's mine. What? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth? Sure, you're a great thief's assistant, but that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it. I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Huh? This old thing? Let's take a look, shall we? It's gotta be in there, bro. There's something I've been wondering for a while now, but is this pin something you inherited, or? Nope, there wasn't one, so I made it myself. I suppose that makes sense. It's quite flashy. Can't imagine any other thief wanting to wear it. What? You don't have to be so mean, you know. Oh! Oh! Wow. Huh? Whoa! So I was right. How'd you know? Whoever it was we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely, which made me think that the bug must be in one of your possessions. But they overheard my conversation with Judge Gavel when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you thought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up. All the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. I mean, the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin. So they were listening to us this whole time, and they heard everything we said? I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now. May well be, yes. Hey, jerkface! Okay. Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? Huh? What was that sound? Ow, 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 ouch, dang it. Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. You don't sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Made me jump halfway out of my skin. Sorry. He's got you so ornery anyhow. Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. Will, huh? I'm all ears. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is. Oh. Thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Aw, come on, you're all no fun at all. I'll count on you opening up and spilling the beans over this here plaza. Better switch off the bug before I forget. So, did y'all find that kidnapper kitty? The kidnapped kitty? Was it the boy in this photograph? Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber than mud. Even if he did have some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means. Poor Eustace. So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. There are only 20 minutes left until 2? Are we going to make it in time? Move it! Move it! Move it! Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? There was? Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location? A loud bang, you say. I see. Gah! Will you stop eavesdropping? Oh, you never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles? Guess I'll need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to. Gumshoe! Yo. Stop, Gummy. Why are you running from us? Detective Gumshoe. You gave up your badge, sir. I didn't know what to do with myself. Oh. So I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. Stop, bro. Stop. No, yeah, this case is super good so far. Stop, Gumshoe. Stop. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too. Is that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. Captain Gumshoe did that? So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report. When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing, When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth, you make it little by little. Kay Faraday? Murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Yes, my boy, that's what I like to see. You overheard that? Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought might help. No way, Gummy, you're the best! I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you. My pleasure, kid. Good to see you've got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days. That's that. Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great. And it helped me right when I needed it most. Oh, bro, this is so sad. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor or indeed in anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Captain Gumshoe, will you help us? Oh, bruh. Oh, stop it, sir. You're killing me here. Come on, Gummy. All right, I'll do it. Let's go. Oh, that was so cute. Brad should have called Gumshoe a friend. Just stop bowing. Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird. Gummy! Thank you, detective. So what do you need? Yes, sir. Sure, I can. All right, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1. I've got some results from you from when the forensic looked at Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked like to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3Zs. 3Zs? Wasn't that what they use on the Orca in Dual Destinies? I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got a hold of the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator. The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Cavell that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera? That's right. So winding the tape back 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold. And did you spot me, Gummy? I watched it all and fast forward everything from 2 days ago to the end. Yes? And? Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. Thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get up there? Get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list? Yes, sir. This is the big one. The 3rd thing I have to tell you is... It's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this purpose the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up. I put you through a lot, detective. But that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it? It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use. Oof. No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. Gumshoe. A boy's been kidnapped. We need your help to find him. Kidnapped? Yes, his name is Sean Fenn. Oh, wait. The kid with the horns. You know him? I saw him earlier today. You mean this morning? Yeah. He got off that bus over there. And then he walked off toward the garbage disposal area. Where's that? Just over there. It's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. So Sean walked off in this direction, huh? It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. The trash was collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty. There was a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff, too. What's behind the truck? True. Today must be the day they take the big stuff away. Yeah, sure looked that way. I bet the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are. They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir? Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join in, right? I bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away for when you move office. You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Shaw was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of the way of prying eyes, huh? Why would Sean even come here in the first place? Imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning, the taxi and a blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi. Right. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. But the garbage was collected at 11 a.m. Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck it was. Indeed. Must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. Some cop he was. How do you not notice it was one of those cool trash squishing machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's a day they collect larger items, for which they would use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. Where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, right? Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been too, right? And maybe he didn't go to the dump? No. I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us.
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah! So only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely. The garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Now mixed in amongst all the other oversized items, the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. Exactly, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collected without incident. So where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities. But which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to? You found anything that might serve as a clue? How about that? A little help from the little old me? The out made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure, by closer you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim. Must have barely looked at the photo at all. Ah, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. Not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all tips at all, you know. And I won't, not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this once. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. Real scoop, This should be good. Fine, I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop of yours? Proof that's what. Proof that Taurosaurus really is real. Alright, okay, we're leaving. Wait. I ain't lying, I swear. It's sure hard to believe, but it's true. We don't have time for this. We also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps? Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper and gosh dang tack. I captured the sound of the big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured. I was hoping for something a little better than that. Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dang nabbit. Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but could have been something breathing fire, maybe? And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened. Surely the real Taurosaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing. Well, see? I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that? I really dug myself a hole here, huh? See, I might coulda rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. That's so sad, poor insect. Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. Would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions. Me and the chief have been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple days. Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume? OnlyFans? What? Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too? Sure have. Which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you've ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity of the air. This was it. A Taurosaurus at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct? Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer, you hear? Anyway, anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes. Your pal's there's voice, hollering fit to beat the band. Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to boil you over with that little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't into no bugging, just a little lighthearted intercepting is all. Would you mind if we borrow the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Do what you danged well, please. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Saint, Miss Barry. Not the monkey, bruh. How's the search going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue. Guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How'd you find Prosecutor Winter? With some serious investigative magic, that's how. It's pure luck, actually, but never mind. You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum, huh? Oh my god, look at Sunshine Coliseum! I know this place! There are a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. Be like a festival? Ooh, that sounds fun. Wish could have gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks. Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but... Hey, you don't have to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together. Kinda lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. Sorry to have kept you for your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. I'm glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warren Lagarde guilty. What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Kay, do you really have to torment the poor boy? Me and all my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it? No fair. Her friends? I guess she means the animals. Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct? Yep, sure is. We practiced so hard for this one. So Mr. Saint will be performing too? Of course! He practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no. Even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform, okay? So it means so much to him. Of course. Assuming we can solve this case before then. Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search? Yep. If it had been Azia and Region, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, and put a stop to that. So boring. If it weren't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be up in an uproar right now. Ah, come on, Simeon, why would you do that? Saying the whole circus loose of the city would have been super fun. I'm sorry. To you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. How do you apologize to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. Mr. Saint, you mentioned the fireworks before. Huh? Fireworks? Yes, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting them off during daylight hours? Oh yeah! A bunch went off while we were there. What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework? Huh? For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum, so the kidnapper was near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. Daybreak dump. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there, too. I think it's likely that that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Can I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? Not like you to ask, sir. Just a little flat if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. Oh, look at Gumshoe, bro. He's so sweet, dog. You don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore? I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. That was a long investigation. Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavelle and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that. I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean up from the jaws of danger. That's just what I'm going to do. I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? Maybe able to drag proceedings out just a little longer. All right, with me, everybody. Even in the depths of the night. God, it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose. Yes, sir. But I didn't finish! When no other burst here to take flight. Oh, he's gonna bust through the door. Who's near the Coliseum? I actually don't know. Objection! Well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsius winner. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet. I already told you, Francisca, it doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison? Enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of jail cell? No, that's preposterous.
Objection!
We have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
Objection!
What if I could prove that to you and Warren Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, proof? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What do you think he's barging in like this? I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly? What are you doing? Judge Gavelle, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. Oh ho ho, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
Objection! See, he's got that little twang to him. Objection! Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, Frandango? Frandango. Fine. Prosecutors have no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. You have a lighter in a courtroom. This is flagrant contempt, isn't that right, Verity? No. As long as Sean's still missing, she'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever winner wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavelle, I would ask only this, that you trusted me, and in my assistant, just this once. Aww. Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection!
Objection! The most important piece of evidence of all? Eh? Hey, G. I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say a little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yadagrasu. Seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavelle, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad? Shut up! You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said. That Warren Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you.
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning this interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate to whom this report was addressed? A very good question, Ms. Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom of the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius winner. And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. You still mean to insist that you and Warren the guard barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter, for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes. That was not the courtroom. Can you prove that same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude. That was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. Wow. You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. Ugh, it's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe. I'm sorry, my boy. What counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying? Oh, you scurious soul, I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth, should it choose to acquit me. As should you. If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up, ever. A quick not guilty, we can all go home.
Objection!
Objection! Eustace! Eustace! Who said that? Eustace! Dad? Eustace? What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this? Where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry. You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete... Shut up, Francisca! Damn! Why, Eustace? Why can you not get it into your own head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you. Oh my God, Eustace, please. Dad, Oh! Oh, that's a cool sprite. I brought some vital evidence. What is this song? So, can I please take my place at the prosecutor's bench, pretty please? Well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection!
Oh, that's Eustace, my boy. What's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Dad, Come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? You want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right, why don't you run along home, and I'll be with you soon. Get back on the stand right now. Damn! What's gone into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Oh, the point. Judge Gavell, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet. No objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have had our original team captain say that herself, though. The prosecution has no objections either. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavell's hands are still tied. Let's go! That sound. That's our cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Whoa! I'm getting a call too! Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Fender! Oh, they found him! Look at that picture! We found Sean! Oh, look at Gumshoe, dog. Wait, why is he not wearing his green jacket, bro? What happened? Let's go. We found Sean! Detective, you did it! The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, your great thiefness. Thanks. We just thought you should know right away. See you all soon. Let's go. Judge Gavell, it's for you. I love how they're all just taking phone calls in the middle of a court trial. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Aww. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. Yeah, she's back. Oh, Gumshoe gave Sean his jacket? Oh, I'd even see. Oh, that's so sweet of him. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning my hammer arm. No, how? Is this some idiotic joke? All thanks to EUSTACE'S, bro. It is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winter will step up to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am. Eustace Winter. Yeah? I'll leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Aw, let's go, Eustace. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winter, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court? Yeah, so, the knife and the chisel. Whoa! You tracked down the missing murder, Majigs? Well, Mr. Winter, did you? About that, No, I couldn't find them. Oh, boy. I searched everywhere, but I was too late. Too late? How so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad? Oh, Eustace. I was, just on my way to throw out some trash. And then I heard this tinkling sound. Tinkling, huh? Let me guess. The bell for Mr. Candace's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried. I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. We even went to the dump. Oh, look at him, bro. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere. He's really trying, bro. You even went to as far as to search the dump. But, all I found was this. And this is? A little pungent for one thing? Yeah, and you're a little on the rap side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. Well, what do you expect? And the knife? Probably somewhere in among all that trash. But there was too much to go through on my own. Very well. The court will accept the item you have presented as evidence. Oh, you really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotting garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? You drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Objection!
Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first. If you wish to waste your time, be my guest. Oh, shit! They got the Fender music playing. Hey, Eustace, Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth. Seems Fender's on board. Good. So let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winter, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Sure. Let's open it up, shall we? I can only hope there's something of value inside. Could this be? The bell that was on Mr. Canis's chisel. Perhaps there's some trace evidence that could prove that one way or another. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Spotless and garbage. That's interesting. Well, Mr. Winter, do tell. Was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why is it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. Were Eustace's efforts for nothing? True, the bell may not be much of use to us as evidence. Nonetheless, come on, Edgeworth, we can't give up yet. As calm and collected as ever, I see. Like my poor idiot son there. I already assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter. Very well.
Objection!
That was at the same time. That was so funny. Not so fast, Cavell. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly. Really, my boy? You want us to believe that there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know. Seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same. Namely, we may not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in. Seems really worth thinking about the same thing. Ah, it's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. Or whatever one calls it to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage. That takes belief. Let's take a closer look and see if it's worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Oh. Death. That says death, bro. Finger marks? And look, it's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Cavell, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Oh, it's gloves. It's his gloves. Can I request that you call on somebody from forensics? Very well. Summon a technician right away. The gloves! I have the results, Your Honor. To confirm that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by someone wearing gloves. No! Oh dear, well that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. Wait, what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy. Wow. Way to talk to your kids, Super Dad. I'm really calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot, an idiot. Real winners know how to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring. But Dad, you spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It's all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity. Dad? Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears. Garbage-smelling. Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong. I am, my boy? Wrong about what? I'm not the one that smells. You are! What did you say? Yeah, you smell. You don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff right there where the finger marks are. Want me to smell it? Is that oil? Yep, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. That odor tells us something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. I'll never be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done. Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. You are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. The prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. To see it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes, and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. Look at Edgeworth being a nice guy, bruh. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. Get him, Eustace! Get him, Eustace!
Take that!
Nah, Eustace is going insane. The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, it's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. Yep, and we both smelled it before in the same place. Yes, in the Chairman Winter's garage. What's more, the finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H. The same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh ho ho, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection!
How indeed? That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of the newspaper we found. Let's look again at the scrap of paper the bell was wrapped in. Compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage.
Take that!
I got it! Look at the letter A on the finger. Half it is missing, exactly as it is in the print on the newspaper. What? I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's gloves. Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away. Curse you, Edgeworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors. Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant. But what? You think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, child, a fool.
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection!
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes. You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Aw, Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore. And I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I? You know, crying in the process, but you're all good. My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection!
Objection! I guess the courtroom is as good as a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad. Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you always will be. Come on. I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye. Damn. Hard. When did you need me? Dang, you can't possibly survive without me. Oh, shit. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried in an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that. What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then, don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant. Oh, you devil, punished moi? Impossible. Celsius, you blithering buffoon. What did you do? What did you do? All your swagger and bluster about how they'd never declare me guilty, and now this? You were the one I went to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you. Not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work, idiot. You feckless, useless idiot of a man. Come on, foxes, jump off. I need to see. Oh. An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well. Then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast!
Lang! Oh my god. That was the last person I expected to hear. Who's that? Lang? Sorry, Judge Cavell. You're happy anyway at the wait. Lang, she says, the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. Who are you? Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. You have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Huh, not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know. Lang. Like the Lang from 12 years ago? Yep. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you. Agent Lang, explain yourself. Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? No, I'm not, bro. There's too many SSS2s, I7s. I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. Wait, 12 years. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father, his relationship with the president somehow? Fifi Lagarde, an Excelsius winner. In the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt. Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel. With me? You and one other person. Shod! You're both under arrest. Lang, bro, you can just wait like 2 seconds, bro? On suspicion of having conspired to murder Dai Jun Wang, president of Zhengfa.
Objection!
Where is your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast!
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. You got a problem? You're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder. We're uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. Or figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet. Wow. Jeez. And the fact that was only like the beginning part, bruh. Oh my god, it took like a whole stream. It's still the beginning! Bro, is it broken? It's broken. It's broken? Is it broken? It's gotta be broken, right? The way, bro, the way. The way is just still the beginning, right?